friend Josh, one of the service techs I work with at Service Experts, super nice guy, incredibly talented when it comes to HVAC and everything he does there. And then at home, programs video games. And so he builds games and stuff like that. And so we've become friends and we've been getting to know each other. And I've told him about my blog and stuff like that. And we went and hung out yesterday. And he built me this, like an intro video. Oh, look at that. Gosh, this is freaking amazing. That is so cool, Josh. Wow. So, we were hanging out yesterday. Let me go there. I'm gonna pause it. Me and him and his wife, and that's where I was axe throwing. Um, and he pulled up this because he had put it in his editing software, and we were just talking through it, and I'd never explained it to him. So I wanted to explain it to all of you guys. So how this is the meaning behind the America's Holding Company logo. So there's 50 stars for the 50 United States of America. It is a dove because this company symbolizes peace and unity within we the people, within the people of America. It's got a shield with a tree on it. The tree represents the family tree, and the shield represents that this company is here to protect the value of time and money for the American people. So that's why the dove has a pocket watch and then a fistful of dollars. And so that is the meaning behind America's Holding Company. America's Holding Company is designed to be nothing more than this logo. It is not designed to have an email address. It's not designed to be a company. It is designed to be a holding company. And then we, the people, get to use it as we see fit. We get to participate within it or not. It's our choice. That's how it's been designed. I've yet to be able to really explain it in a way that makes sense to people. Basically, my blog is owned by America's Holding Company. And I operate my blog based on how I live my life. That's why I call it Life with Justin Stevens. It is literally the documentation of who I am as a person throughout time. That is all my blog is. It's not designed to be edited at all, to be candid. I'm sorry you get first person view because you get all my shakes and as I'm looking around and all of that stuff. But that's what America's Holding Company is. It is just ownership of my blog. And it's shared among the subscribers who help promote my blog and support my blog financially throughout time. And so that's how America's Holding Company is designed to work. It is a really unique model that's never been done. So the company is, think of this logo like a pie, right? And that is ownership of any company in the entire world. It's one pie. So take this pie and divide it in three. So America's holding company has three different classes of shares. Class A, B, and C. Class A shares are 19% of this pie. So Class A shares are like that much, right? So they vote at 30-1, so they have super voting rights, and they control the asset. It's designed to be split between the chairman of the board and his spouse, and 8 board of directors teams, the spouses, because this is for the family. This is how we work together, men and women, to take care of our children throughout time. That is the goal of this company. So that is the 9 teams that direct the asset, and the chairman of the board is the only one who has the passwords and controls it. So the board of directors directs the chairman. The chairman will then hire people, do whatever we do as we scale. The next set of ownership is 51%. So if we have like 19s there, 51s like there. So more than half of the company is Class B shares. Class B shares are the retirement shares. They're designed to be owned or earned through participating in our system. The only way you can get ownership in the Class B shares is to be a subscriber within the system. And then you earn that ownership over time. Over the number of years you are a part of our system. So that's how we divvy out the Class B shares, and I am compensated based on the exact same metrics everyone else has in the organization. All of the chairman of the board teams will be compensated the same as everyone else. We have to subscribe just like every other client that wants to be a part of this. We do not get anything as the chairman of the board of directors. That is the goal. Right now, I am still figuring out how to get this out and explain it. So it is still being used as my personal holding company as well. So you'll see when I do the weekly update later today, you'll see all my Uber earnings are now going into our account as well, which is the entire point, is I can generate income without giving equity, without having people participate in my system, and I can create income with people getting part of the system. And the goal is, as time progresses, we get more coming in through outside that does not create a dilution of the organization. But since I mentioned dilution, it's important to mention my goal is to have less than 1% ownership in this company. That is my goal. Success to me looks like being completely irrelevant. I am nowhere close to that. I still have to get it up off the ground. I have to explain it. That's why this is a 40-year journey. I'm still on the upside of the mountain, right? And then the 30%, the last percentage of the company is left, it's Class C shares. It is designed for us to go public on the stock market. And so that creates liquidity today for people involved to trade their shares. And then the Class B shares can only be sold back to America's holding company. And when they're sold back to America's holding company, you sell them over time. So you become the bank and you say, hey, I trust you to pay me back this much. And based on how long you own or finance them, determines how much you get based on what is the Class C share price when you sell. So the publicly traded stock creates the share price of the Class B shares, and that share price is what you get your multiple on. So 3 years you get 125%, and it goes up to owner finance it for 20 years, you're going to get 300% of today's Class C stock value. The reason it works is because you're leaving the bulk of the money in the company for us to create more liquidity, to collect more revenue, because you don't want it today. You're playing the bank and you're letting us, you're financing it to us because of the investments you've made through time to earn that ownership in our company. And I believe this is how we can take care of each other better. And that's my entire goal behind everything I do. And this is just a symbol, right? The ownership, just an idea. None of that has to happen. We are all already on the same team. This is all already working. I work for Service Experts. It is a publicly traded company. If you would like ownership in that company, go to the New York Stock Exchange and buy Brookfield Asset Management. What I'm trying to do is already being done. It's just a different way of doing it. And so that is me chasing my dream. That's all it is. It's where am I trying to go and how am I going to make decisions to get there when it comes to careers, when it comes to how I interact with everyone on a day-to-day basis. Because to me, that's really important. So I hope that makes sense. That is what America's holding company is. And me explaining that makes this an episode of the National Tax Strategy Education Program. And the goal is to get to where I'm explaining this one-on-one with people in the real world and recording it. And every time we do that, we're creating a new sales video with new questions that we post on all of the different channels. And so the idea is to multiply our time together in person, online, after the conversation. Because no one has to record an in-person conversation. It is their choice. By doing that, I believe that's how you can multiply your time with other people's time in the real world and then leverage it in the virtual world. So that is the mission. That is where we're going and what we're doing. And this is the video my friend Josh made for us. It's a clock because I talk about time all the time. Oh, that's so cool. I love it. I love it. Well, I hope you guys are having a great day. We'll talk to y'all soon. Hi, Penny. Hi. Oh.
This is the weekly update. The business model is ownership of my blog. My schedule this week is primarily Service Experts and Uber. Our social media activity, we're doing better. Keeping growing. I reset all MRR. I canceled all subscriptions. I'm going to ask people to resubscribe in the future. And that's why it went down to 0. I like to do that to show a strategy change in the financial records of the company. So I take it down to 0 for a week. I removed the coins and the access card. National Tax Strategy Program is going great. This is the first video. Through sponsorship is how you earn ownership. This is the board of directors of my life. This is current ownership in the company and how it's split up. We currently have $114 in the bank. That means America's holding company can purchase 114 shares for $1. You can sell it back over time. There's an example of that. Since I just canceled all subscribers, we have no new ones and no sponsors currently. So I'm going to do a refresh here soon. Would love to have you join us.